Think you're on mute, boss.
How you doing?
Damn, you got good sound. It's super silent. I was like, damn, all right.
1212 folks. How you doing? Phil Davis, Ancestrylands, ancestrylands.com. Whoa. First of all, are you seeing what I'm seeing? do we have do we keep on bringing the greatness back? Okay, so we have, without any introduction needed, Mr. Avon Cobourne. How are you today, sir?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Blessed by the best, man. Blessed by the best.
I love it. Okay, folks. So we talked about, and we're not going to go through the long history because we got a video you can watch just on that. The two videos we talked about, his journey through adversity, and then how he overcame that. We talked about moving on to life, NFL, and now we're getting to the life after the NFL, and we're talking about exactly where he and I connected at in my life once I had a family, once I became Mr. Ancestry Lands. And we're going to talk about life insurance today, folks. Life insurance, Biggie had life after death, and we're talking about life insurance before that happens, why it's good for you and your family. And again, I bring on people in my network. I bring on people who I trust. I also tell people what I'm doing, what I've invested in, and I do have life insurance for my wife and myself, and we do have it through Mr. Avon here. So I wanted to bring you all on to talk about life insurance. There's so much out there about life insurance that we hear, and I think there's a lot of misinformation, and it has us diving in deeper waters when we don't know how to swim yet. So I brought Avon on to talk about some things in relation to life insurance and what type of life insurance might be good for you to start with.
Stop it. Get some help.
All right. So, Avon, let me ask just let's just plug where you are now, because we know we can look you up on NFL. We can see you cutting and juking. We can see you doing the lifting the weights. We can see the trapezius muscles, as we talked about before. They still are there. He's got the beard going on.
Previously on Ancestry Lands.
Avon Cobourne. You asking me who? I said Avon Cobourne, right?
The 5, the 4, the 3. Avon Cobourne is into the end zone.
Avon Cobourne.
Avon Cobourne. Cobourne. Handoff goes to Avon. Touchdown. Avon Cobourne.
He's looking. He's got the husky and lean right now. Just tell us a little bit about company you work for and promote your business and where you are, where people can find you.
Yeah, man. And again, I appreciate you having me on, man. It's always a pleasure, being
Absolutely.
in the presence of my brother, man. You doing? I do wanna say, man, you are phenomenal at where you are right now. Like coming from, just to see you do this, and I mean, I'm watching your videos. I mean, you always great content, man, and I appreciate.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And so where I'm at right now, so I work with a company called Primerica. And the company that I work with, it was built off a crusade of doing what's right for people. I mean, it wasn't built because people wanted to make money. It wasn't built because people wanted to, get rich, or it was built because of an injustice. And I don't know, I drank the Kool-Aid. I bought into it, and from there, I just been in a position where I'm helping families truly understand, the types of insurance that are out there, and which ones are good for them and which ones are bad for them.
Got it. Could you run through, I guess, what are the three that I guess whatever, I'm not going to speak to knowing it, and that's why I have experts on. What are the types of life insurance most commonly known or presented to people? Let's start from the lowest to the highest levels, without getting into too much depth.
Right. So really and truly, there's really only two types of life insurance.
Okay.
The first type is a type that's called term. There's really no bells and whistles involved into it. You pay, you die, you get paid. There's
Got it.
nothing else added to it. But then there's the other type of life insurance called it's called cash value life insurance. Now it goes by several different names. It goes by, you know, like a 20-pay life. It goes by whole life. It goes by universal life. It goes by index annuity. Like it goes by any type of insurance that has the savings and the insurance put together. That is what we would call whole life insurance. So it's really only two types, but you know, one type is just plain Jane, you know, right. and you know, starting out, you know, it's one of those things that you understand, you know, why you're buying. A lot of people buy because, or let me say, they either buy or they're being sold something that is what they see on TV, or you know what their mom did, which and don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Back in the day, it was a, you know, the products were okay, but there was always still an advantage for one type or another. And
right.
Just doing some history of it, you know, African American people, Black people weren't even allowed to get term insurance for a certain period of time in their life because of the amount of money that people can get at a certain period of time. So
right.
they weren't allowing them to get that because of the wealth that would have been created.
Right. So for our listeners out there, you know, you got IG, you know, you got all of these whole index term, you know, life insurance, all these names, and I always look at it as like what is that, Game of Thrones, the man with many faces.
A girl wants to serve herself. Here we serve the many-faced God to serve well. A girl must become no one.
You know, and that's what we're doing here, folks, is trying to give everyone some education and some enlightenment to understand what these short clip concepts are all about, so you have more in-depth knowledge to make a decision that's right for you. Because Avon and I were talking earlier, and it seems that everyone is hooked to the cashy, flashy.
Before you buy a life insurance policy, here's life insurance explained in 90 seconds using a third-grade stick figure.
Get a whole life insurance policy.
Okay, yeah, and you know, the first part of this call, it's
here's what a overfunded whole life policy.
Let me get term, or you know, whole life insurance, and I could flip it into this, and I could take it over here and borrow for myself, and then they got $5 to start with. You know, that's $5 in my hands to start with my whole term index life. You know, the onomatopoeia life insurance that everyone's talking about, making money. And we brought Avon in here to slice through the nonsense to let everyone know, because you're buying salesmanship, and he's giving you truemanship, true value and understanding. And that's not going to be flashy. That's why term is you know, it's a time period. After that, you die and you say you get paid. I'm like, hold on, the dead man taking the money with him. What's the apparel of each?
They get paid.
Family gets paid.
Your family gets paid.
All right. All right, so can you get somebody up out of here and then collect on the money, or is that, I would have asked for the people who might be thinking a little on the left here.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always going to be, you know, if somebody passes away, there has to be a death certificate found, and
right.
Death, because I mean, obviously, if a husband murders a wife, they're not getting that money. You know what I mean? So, but if something happens illegally, no, they're going to find to not get you that money. And but along those lines, man, when you talk about the what's hot now in the streets, I mean, because at one point it was just whole life, and now it's the index annuity, be your own bank type of concept. And what people don't realize, I mean, just the concept of being your own bank doesn't make sense sometimes, because think about this: when you go to the bank, who funds the bank? Do you fund the bank, or do other people fund the bank? That's the first misconception, because if you're your own bank, you know, that means other people are going to give you money to your bank. Right. And that's not happening. Right.
So let me go ahead. No, please. No, go. Please go ahead and continue your thought.
Oh, so what I was going to say was, so with that concept, there's already some type of misconstruity, and marketing is a great ploy for a lot of things. If you can sell stuff and you can get the right people around you with the right energy, you can sell pretty much anything. And like you said, if you have $5, that is 100% not what's going to be beneficial. You wouldn't even be able to get into it for that type of way.
Yeah, and that's usually not included in the IG clip that most people watch. Maybe, because I don't know if you've seen on IG how much like the whole index life insurance is promoted. And it's like, to me, I'm like, do people even understand the type of money that you would need to be able to utilize that well enough? So I want to kind of get the regular common folks understanding why you're their best first approach. Rather than try to go so far down the road. And, it's like the mouth's not big enough to chew that piece of pie yet,
And that's normally how it is. Like, I mean, and again, I don't think it's ever a good time to do it. But at the same time, Mr. and Mrs. Average American should never jump into that pot, because they don't, like you said, they don't know how much they got to put into it to get to where they need to get to. Yeah, man.
Thanks for watching this clip. Stay tuned for part 2 coming out next week. In the next gripping episode, we unveil the shocking truth behind a mysterious life insurance policy that could change everything. Is it a hidden gem or a deceptive trap? You won't believe what our experts have uncovered. Plus, we reveal an exclusive insider secret that insurance companies desperately want to keep hidden from you. Brace yourselves for a roller coaster of revelations and make sure you tune into the next episode. Your financial future may depend on it. Don't miss out.
Are you curious about the secrets behind those who have made fortunes through vacant land investments? Look no further. We have the perfect solution just for you. Introducing Getting Dollars from Dirt, a beginner's guide to vacant land investing. This extraordinary book serves as your ultimate resource if you aspire to make a significant impact in the real estate market. Inside, you will uncover time-tested strategies and expert tips that will effortlessly guide you through the realm of vacant land investing, regardless of your experience level. Bid farewell to perplexing terminology and overwhelming information overload. This book has been meticulously crafted to offer practical steps that will kickstart your journey toward financial independence. Discover the art of recognizing the most lucrative vacant land opportunities. Getting Dollars from Dirt leaves no stone unturned. You will acquire the confidence and knowledge necessary to make shrewd investment decisions. Secure your copy of Getting Dollars from Dirt today and embark on your path to wealth. Click the link in the description below to order your copy now. Don't delay another moment. Begin constructing your fortune today.